What if I told you that every morning when you wake up, you are plugging back into the most advanced virtual reality simulation? More and more as we progress on this timeline of evolution, more and more people are coming to this realization. People like Elon Musk and others are saying that it's a better chance that life is a virtual reality or a simulation than it's not. In this video, I am going to share with you some ideas that I've had, because I've had this idea since 2008, since I got back from the jungles of Peru and drank ayahuasca with some badasses out there. I have a full realization. So, I mean, it'd be very hard for me to not believe that we are in a simulation at this point. It's been confirmed and reconfirmed to me so many times that I can't see it any other way. And so my intention in this video is to express to you and to articulate the ideas that I have so that you can go out there and so that you can create the life of your dreams, and so that together we can turn this reality into a utopia for our children and for future generations. So life is just a game. How to win the game and how to be a 0.0 or 0.1% player. So in this video, I'm just going to cover three main points here. Number one, what is life? What are the rules or the laws of the game, and what is the objective of the game? So first and foremost, I think this is a question that has been asked for, eons probably. What is life? I think kind of the eternal questions are, who am I, where did I come from, and where am I going? I'm really not concerned at all with where did I come from and where am I going. I have a pretty good idea based on my own experiences, but that it really doesn't matter where I came from. That's in the past, and it really doesn't matter where I'm going once I die. I'll deal with that when I'm dead. All that really matters to me is here and now, because that's all I can really affect is the here and now. So I believe, based on Hermetic principles, especially principle 2, the principle of correspondence, as within, so without, that we are playing a game. That life is just a game. Once you really understand and internalize that idea, it will bring so much peace and clarity to your life. That life is just a game, and that all the things that you're chasing in your life, they really at the end of the day aren't important, and they are impermanent. So it's just a game. So just have fun with it all. And nothing's really a big deal at the end of the day. This too shall pass. But it really is the most advanced virtual reality. So I've got it pulled up right here on my computer. What is the definition of a virtual reality? So a virtual reality is a computer-generated simulation of a 3-dimensional image or environment that can be interacted with in a seemingly real or physical way by a person using special electronic equipment. So in the next video, when I talk about who you already have the most advanced electronic equipment. Your nervous system is the most advanced electrical circuitry system in the known universe. Your brain is the most advanced electrical switching, like an ECU in a car. It's the most advanced in the whole universe, way more than could ever be created or that has been created thus far. There's no meta goggles or anything that even comes close to the electrical device that you are operating, that you are born with right now. Okay? And so we are in a three-dimensional space. This is 3 dimensions. So everything, again, and I'll get into it here in the laws, you know, the non-physical laws, the law of correspondence, as within, so without. Realize that our reality is constantly speaking to us. It's telling us what we want to know. If you have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, then you will be asked and you shall receive. So understand, it is a virtual reality simulation. So now what is the definition of a simulation? Okay, a simulation is an imitation of a situation or a process. So life is a process. It's a process that we're going through. We are having a physical experience. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed, from the time that you're born to the time that you die, you are having never-ending experiences through your physical body. Okay? Now, and here's the best part, is that science is proving these things. You know, quantum physics, it's proved, there's countless proofs. So I'm not asking, this isn't woo-woo, you know, law of attraction bullshit, you know, even though that stuff is valid, okay? There's countless proof that you can go out for yourself and experience what I'm talking about, that, hey, this is not solid. If you break this down with an electron microscope, you will see that it is just a mass of molecules, energy vibrating at a certain rate of vibration. Okay, so it's already, it's a simulation, and it is a holographic projection of your consciousness. You are a self-generating holographic projector. Your reality is reflecting back to you what's going on inside of your mind. By their fruits you shall know them. So for me, when I sit down with someone, okay, I know exactly what's going on inside of them based on what's going on outside of them. Because it's simply a holographic projection. And it's more precise, more exact than you could ever understand. And then lastly, you're playing, it's a first-person POV, okay? You're born alone, you die alone, you have your experiences by yourself, you must go through them. No one else can play the game for you. You must play the game. If you don't want to play the game, oftentimes you'll find a way out of the game. Okay? Now, just like any other game, because remember, I'm going to repeat this a lot throughout all of my videos, as within, so without. It is a principle or a law that governs this reality. So just like we create games like Monopoly, okay, or any other game, all games have rules or laws to keep things in order. Same with this reality. If there was not order, if there were not physical laws, then everything would be in chaos. So there have to be physical laws, like the laws of physics, that keep everything together. Now, I'm not going to go into the laws of physics because the laws of physics actually are the manifestation of the non-physical laws, which are the laws that I talk about. Because you have the ability, but by understanding, by obeying, and by using the non-physical laws, you have the ability to create your own reality. The most controversial subject that I talk about is that you are God. We are gods. We are the creators of our reality. There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have. Period. Full stop. I mean that so literally and so powerfully. Most people because of their limiting beliefs, they'll reject it and they won't reach their full potential. Okay? So, the non-physical laws. So I'm not going to go deep into this. I've got other videos where I go much deeper into the laws. Okay? But the books that you're going to want to check out and start studying, number one is the Kabbalion. Okay, you want to check out the Kabbalion, and then you want to check out reality transurfing. And my favorite is the science of getting rich. Now you can check the link in the description. I've got a free copy of that as well as a free audio version that I recorded reading that book. I've read that book over 1,000 times. I actually have a free community and a 12-week course called The Science of Getting Rich for the 21st Century. Again, totally free. You can go join that right now and plug into the Discord community. You got a 12-week workbook. I gamify life. It's a game. So I've turned it into a game where you can apply these laws, you can learn them, you can apply them in your life, you can see them reflected back to you so that it's reconfirmed to you that you're playing a game. Okay? The most important principles in the Kabbalion that I'm going to share with you and that I'm going to reiterate over and over and over again is the first principle, which is the principle of mentalism, which is everything derives from a dimension of thought or mind. Everything began as a thought. Everything in your reality started as a thought, either in man or in the all, which would be God. God created the heavens and the earth, its mind, those are its thoughts, and we take those materials created by God and we create things around us. So that's the first principle. The second principle is the principle of correspondence. As within, so without. That your reality is a mirror projection and it is an exact reflection of your consciousness, of your thoughts, of your beliefs. These are other non-physical laws. You have the law of belief. That which you believe with certainty is real in your reality, in your perspective. It's reflected back to you. So if you have limiting beliefs, then your life is always going to hit that limit. Okay? Because you believe it, as you believe, so unto you. Okay? Lastly, just like all games, the game of life has an objective. Okay? Now, the thing about life is that there's no finish line. There's no, oh, I reached the end of the game. Here we go. Life, the game, it is infinite. Again, science has proven, as well as spiritual practices such as, Hinduism, Buddhism. Okay, they believe that the game goes on forever and ever and ever. Science has proven there are dimensions of bandwidths of light spectrum that we cannot even perceive. So again, when you take certain substances like, mushrooms, ayahuasca, so on and so forth, you're able to change the radio station that your consciousness is tuned into, and you're actually able to perceive other dimensions. Okay? But anyways, this is the dimension we're in right now because we obviously have lessons to learn so that we can progress to the next phase of our consciousness. Okay? So the first objective of the game is self-mastery. Mastery of the self. You've got to get yourself, you've got to have control over yourself. You've got to learn to master your mental faculties. And we'll get into that in the next video when I talk about you and your faculties, your hidden powers. Okay, so self-mastery. As you master yourself, you become better at the game. Because the objective of everything you see in reality, whether it's in the mineral world is in a state of evolution. It takes much, much longer to evolve. Then you've got the plant kingdom, which its timeline of evolution is a bit faster than the mineral. And then you've got the animal kingdom, and then you've got the human kingdom. Okay? So if you look, everything is in a constant state of progression. So look at everything around you. This is an iPhone. I don't even know which model this is. 16, okay? 15, 16, 17, I don't know. But I remember in 2007 getting the very first iPhone. Now, all these years later, that phone is obsolete. It does not even support, doesn't even come close. I think it was like an 8 gig. This is a 1 terabyte. Look at the evolution of just this phone in 18 years. That is extraordinary. So everything is in a constant state of progression, even you. And the point of the game, the objective of the game is constant, never-ending progression. Now, most people out there, I would say not the 99 percentile of people, they're caught up in survival. They're not even evolved out of the first chakra. We'll talk about that on another video. But they're still stuck in that energy center of survival. So they're not thinking about progression. Their consciousness is too stuck in just surviving and maintaining. So they're chasing their tail, trying to make ends meet, rather than trying to progress and become the very best that they can possibly become. But understand that is the objective of the game. Even those people that are stuck in survival, okay, that's the level that they're on. And, you know, my prayer is that, you know, they will wake up, because you have to wake up to get to play this game, to understand you actually are playing a game. Okay, before my great awakening back in 2005, 2006, I was stuck in survival. I was part of the 99 percentile, where I just thought, hey, I'm going to be a mechanic, because that's what I was. I'm going to be a semi-truck mechanic. I own my own shop. I just thought I was going to do that forever. And then I had my great awakening. I read the book Think and Grow Rich. I read The Science of Getting Rich. Completely transformed my life. I woke up. I got a software update. The software that I was running on completely upgraded, and I was on a completely different path. I was now playing the game. I was consciously aware that I was in a game. Okay? So, like I said, once you understand the title, that life is just a game, once you understand and you really internalize that simple idea that you're just playing a game, that nothing is really that important. It is, but it isn't. That you're playing a virtual reality. Every morning that you wake up, it's like putting the goggles back on. You have goggles, your eyes. You have the most advanced electrical system known to man. And you are squandering it. Okay? There are rules and laws. They're very simple to understand, but they do take time to internalize. You must internalize something before it is expressed, naturally, effortlessly, spontaneously, by understanding these very simple books. It's not about reading a ton of books, like the Bruce Lee quote. You know, I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks one time, but the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. I've read the Kabbalion well over 100 times. I've read The Science of Getting Rich over 1,000 times. I have most of it memorized, so it is internalized. It is a part of who I am, okay? So once you understand and you internalize those, it becomes a part of who you are. And then the objective is, one, mastery over self, to become more righteous, to become more virtuous, to become more God-like, to become a better creator of your reality, and then to share these ideas with other people so that they'll wake up, they'll start playing the game, and so that we can create a utopia on this planet. And then remember, the objective is progression. Everybody, especially if you've made it this far and you're into this type of stuff, you want as much money as you can get your hands on, or whatever the shekels are, you know, now it's crypto, okay? But whatever it is, you want more of that. You want to be as healthy as you possibly can. You want to have the best relationships as you possibly can. You want to be, again, as close to God-like as you can. And you want to be the best at your hobbies, your passions, your purpose, the things that fill you up in life. We all have that. Oftentimes, though, people don't get plugged into it because they're stuck in survival, or even worse, they have deep trauma that they haven't learned from. And so they're stuck in these destructive patterns. So that's it for this video. In the next video, I'm going to talk about who you really are. Because again, most people are stuck at the first level because they are identifying with their body. They think they are their body. You are not your body. You are so much bigger than that, and you have infinite potential. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give me a like, give me a subscribe, and again, like I said, check the description. I have it 100% free. I'm rich, so I don't need to make money by selling courses and shit like that. So definitely, I'm doing this because it's my life's purpose, to help people understand who they really are, so we can make the world a better place for our kids and for future generations. So if that's you, please, I'm inviting you, click the link, join our Discord community, start playing the game at a higher level with other high-level individuals, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.